Afternoon everybody, welcome back to the channel. You join us this afternoon as part of a convoy with Southwest Motorcycle Riders, so thank you very much to them for having us along. Our first time riding with them on the way to Western Seafront for Western Bike Night. Lovely evening for it. Nice gentle ride. What I thought I'd do as well is just run through the opposite to the last video I uploaded, which was 5 things I hate about the ER5. This time I'm going to do 5 things I love. Okay, so firstly, number 1 was probably the most important thing to me when I was looking to get a bike. It's cost. You can pick one of these things up for not a lot of money at all. You can get an MOT-able, perfectly serviceable machine for around £1,000. Sometimes, in some cases even, a bit less than that. If you go too much lower than £1,000 though, you are going to be doing a little bit of work. But yeah, cost to buy, cost to run, and cost to maintain on these is lovely and cheap. Parts are readily available. You can even get most parts still from Kawasaki, although if you do that, you're going to be paying quite a large amount of money for some of them. Number 2 is definitely the noise on this thing. With a Black Widow exhaust, it does sound, in my opinion, absolutely lovely. They do sound a bit wet and a bit weak with the standard system, standard can on the back, but like a lot of bikers, the first thing I do when I buy a new bike is choose an exhaust system for the back of it. Not much more I can say about that really. The noise of the thing, I love it. Not to everyone's taste for sure, too loud for some. I am riding it with a baffle in because this system with a baffle out is just deafening. Even for me, it is far too loud. Number 3 is comfort. I've tried to ride sports bikes before and I just can't do it. They're far too uncomfortable, but this, I can do a lot of miles on this and not feel tired, not feel uncomfortable. The seat is nice and supple. Evening mate. The seat is nice and supple, the bar height is fine, there's no risers on this. But I'm 5'10", I can reach the floor nice and easily. And the bars are a decent height, everything's accessible, the switch gear and everything is all to hand. So yeah, number 3 is comfort. I would say as well on that subject, comfort, a lot of people, myself included, do upgrade the shocks on these, especially if they're especially if they're older. All these are old now. I think the youngest of these now is even 15 years old. So yeah, I've upgraded the shocks on the back just to help with the feel of the thing. Definitely worth doing if you do purchase one, or you've got one and you're looking. Okay, so number 4, now we've cleared those traffic lights, is practicality. The seat space under the seat, or the storage space under the seat I should say, is pretty good. You certainly couldn't get your weekly shop under there, but compared to some bikes I've ridden and owned, it's not too bad at all. There's plenty of room underneath for, you know, your basic toolkit, your side stand puck if you're parking on grass. You probably could at a push fit a pint of milk under there. Or a small disc lock or chain. You can also get luggage bags for the side, so panniers if you're doing a bit of touring, bit of motorcycle camping, which I do want to look into actually on that subject. Maybe something for next season. Go away, do a bit of motorcycle camping. But no, on the whole, practicality is good. Certainly if you're using this for commuting. There is storage underneath for a set of gloves certainly, and there is a lock on the side of the bike for a helmet to be stored during the day, or when you get to wherever you're going. If you don't want to carry it around, there is a nice little convenient lock for the helmet there as well. So practicality gets a thumbs up from me on this bike. And number 5 There's got to be ease of use. You know, before I got this, like in 2019, I'd been off the road for sort of a good 3 or 4 years on a bike. And it was very easy to get on and just ride straight away. There was no worry about stalling or, you know, manoeuvring the thing. It's nice and lightweight, the clutch is nice and forgiving, power delivery is nice and linear. Sort of on that subject as well, sort of, you know, the power of the thing for a 500 parallel twin, it's certainly got enough power for me, at least, certainly on these roads around here. You know, even my mate on the ZZR 1400 behind me has said he's surprised at how quickly it gets up and goes. So should you buy one? I think it's probably the question that a lot of people are going to be asking themselves that maybe watch this video. Yeah, I think you should. They can be out for not a lot of money, as I've said. They're comfortable, they're easy to use if you've got stuff to take with you, practicality wise, comfortable, power delivery is good, power is nice. You know, it's not a Hayabusa, it's not a ZZR 1400 by any means, but it's certainly got enough power if you're just commuting, or you're new to biking, or even if you just want something to bat around on. So yeah, from 1 to 5 then, why I love it and why you should buy one. The noise, number one, the noise. Get an exhaust, stick it on, sounds lovely, especially on the overrun when it's hot. Cost, they're cheap. You can pick one up for not a lot of money. I've seen them advertised for as low as 350 quid. Okay, granted that was a basket case, it was going to need a full overhaul. Comfort. Number 3, comfort. They're very comfortable. Practicality, number 4. And number 5, ease of use. So if you're in the market and one of these is on your shortlist, make it number 1. You won't regret it. I certainly haven't. So you join us now, just approaching Brent Knoll over there, on the way to Western Bike Night. I think we'll probably try and get a little bit of footage while we're there, see what's about. Hopefully there's a good turnout tonight. Certainly all these lads and lasses from Southwest Motorcycle Riders have been very friendly towards us. We rocked up, never met any of them before, and everyone said hello, so thanks guys, much appreciated. So yeah, we just taking a nice easy ride towards Western now, and we'll see you in a bit. This is what I love about biking. Can't make it to the original pickup point? No worries. Find a lay-by, we'll pick you up on the way. There he is, look, on his ZZR. Loving life. All good? Yes. Can we get out? That's the question. Thanks, matey. I've said it before and I'll say it again, that ZZR just absolutely fucks off. one thing I will say to anyone who's potentially looking at getting one of these ER5s is they are old now. You know, remember that. You know, even if you buy one of the latest ones, you're going to be looking at a bike that's 15 years old. It's not going to be maintenance free. You are going to have to get your hands dirty, your fingers dirty, which kind of goes back to what I've said in previous videos, is that they are incredibly easy to work on. Everything's really accessible. You want to do an oil change? Fantastic. Nothing has to come off. Sump plugs at the bottom of the sump, the oil filters at the front of the engine, and the oil fill-ups on the right hand side. Nice and easy. No fairing has to come off. Nothing like that. Certain jobs are a little bit more involved. Certainly if you want to do the valve clearances, so you're going to be taking the tank off, you're going to be taking the coolant pipes out and draining the system, which I've mentioned before. But give it a go. It's not difficult. If you've got a basic set of tools, you know, and the will to save yourself a few quid, is certainly doable in a morning or an afternoon. And in fact, going back to the whole cost side of things, you know, a lot of people now are looking at bikes as a cheap way of transport, with petrol being so bloody cheap, so bloody expensive. You know, they are very frugal, these things. I think on a you know, run on my old commute, I used to get about 190 miles before I hit the reserve, which is was pretty damn good when you consider it's only a 17-litre tank. You know, bikes now, you know, the 125s, which are what a lot of people look at. You know, people without licenses and you know, new riders all look at 125s. But if you have got a license and you are looking at ditching the car for a bike to commute on, you can't go too far wrong with one of these on the fuel side of things. They're nice and frugal. They sip what they got in the tank. That was bloody close. Apologies, that was my fault. So yeah, but they do kick out a lot of heat as well. You know, if you do get on one and you test ride it and you think, Christ, my knees are on fire, it's perfectly normal. You know, there's not a great deal of fairing to catch the heat. Well, there isn't any, in fact. It's just your legs on top of the engine. So they do kick out a lot of heat. You will find as well the cooling fans on them don't come on all that often at all. I think the one on this one's come on about once since I've owned it, so it shows you how hot they have to get before they start trying to cool themselves down. But no, overall, you know, I'd highly recommend it to anyone. They're decent little machines. They don't take a lot of high maintenance. Yes, you're going to be doing the odd thing given the fact that it's so old now, but so long as you keep the oil changed, you keep all the basic maintenance things in check and done regularly, there's no reason to suggest that you'll have anything other than a decent riding companion for many years to come. This one, certainly for me, I don't want to get rid of it at all, really, if I can help it. I've not got a great deal of space at home. It lives in a shed, the shed of shit. But no, certainly for me, it's going to be one, a bit of a lifer, shall we say. Decent machine. So this is Limpsham. We're getting towards Weston-super-Mare now. Hopefully it's going to be a good turnout. It's certainly decent weather. I love these kind of events as well, you know, in the summer. Finish work, get on your bike, ride down to the coast or wherever one's being held, and have a chinwag, meet new people. That's what we're doing today. We've never met any of these people before. You know, everything's welcome. It doesn't matter what you ride, so long as it's got two wheels and an engine. Cyclists probably want to look for something else, not really one for you, to be honest. For me, this is one of the pleasures of life. You know, you get out, you listen to all the sounds. You know, everyone's got different tastes and different exhaust notes and different styles of riding. This is what it's all about. It's just the fun of it. I don't ride particularly fast. That for me is not what it's about. If you want to, you know, take it to its max, go to a track. For me, it's just about being out in the open, looking at the scenery. You know, being out with my mate or my mates, having a coffee, having a chinwag, and riding home again. One of life's little pleasures. I've got to say, this is a bit of a treat for me and my mate. We've not been to Western Bike Night for probably 4 years now, I would have thought. 4, maybe 5 years. A bit of an event for us, I'll say, today. It'll be a nice pleasant evening. Hello mate, in your car. I bet you wish you were on a bike, don't you? So yeah, I will say, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It does help us out a lot. Both me and Jordan are putting in a fair bit of effort to try and get this channel where it needs to be. So please do hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon for notifications, and please do like the video. It helps us out massively. If you don't like what you see, fair enough. We'll try harder in the next one. Here we are then, just arriving on Western Seafront. God, I hope it's a good turnout tonight. I've seen posts as of the last few weeks saying, you know, 700-800 bikers. So that would be brilliant if there's that many here tonight. Certainly seen a few people coming away from the front, so hopefully that's a good sign. Looks like there's a fair few people here already. Quite why there's an oil rig parked on Western Seafront, I have no idea. Maybe if anyone local knows why that's there, you could leave a link or comment down below as to what exactly is going on with that. Evening. Bloody hell, look at it, there's loads of people here. What a brilliant turnout. There we are then guys, Western Bike Night, 4th of July 2022. Didn't get any footage, I just got too caught up in the enjoyment of it all. So yeah, those are my reasons as to why I love this bike so much. Why you should definitely go out and buy one if you're in the market for something like this. Please do like the video, please do subscribe to the channel. We've got lots more content coming as per usual. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.